Again, this week's technique is a little different because I discovered it while I was out for dinner with my mum, and we went out for a curry. And I decided the colours in the food just looked so amazing that I had to try them out on paper. And luckily I carry a sketchbook with me. So I've prepared a few spices to paint with today. I've got cinnamon, clove, black pepper, turmeric obviously because that yellow colour stains so well. So take care with this one. Paprika for a lovely orange, chilli powder for a reddish brown. I'll just move the camera so you can have a look. Here we go. Also, coffee and tea work really well. This is actually tea. It's much too strong to drink, but should show up beautifully on the paper. I've also picked some wild garlic, which you may or may not, and that's this one, which you can't see. It's an amazing green. It's great for adding to salads when it's young. And when you add it to food, it turns the food quite a lovely green. So I thought I'd try that one. It's also called called ransoms. There is a bit of preparation in getting all this together, as you can see, but it does get your nose tingling. So be careful if you decide to use the chili powder. And remember, if the pepper makes you sneeze, sneeze into your elbow and not all over your other spices. The other tip is, if you don't have a pestle and mortar for grinding, you can put peppercorns or cloves into a little plastic bag and use a rolling pin on them. So as usual, you can use any type of paper you like. I'm using just white because I think the colours will show up better for this thing. It's a bit thicker than your usual just paper. So let's have a go. So spicy palette is right here. You can see that. And even though the paprika and chili have the same colour powder, the paprika is more of an orangey and the chili more reddish, which you can't see here, but I'll show you what I've done on the paper. So I'm going to move this one just now, get the paints out of the way, and show you this. So as you can see, yes, the paprika is orangey, chili's red, and this wild garlic is a gorgeous green. Turmeric, yeah, I just love the colour that turmeric turns. The cloves have a slight yellowy tinge as well, which is quite interesting. So this earthy coloured palette is also reminiscent of the colours used in the Dutch Golden Age, which was the 17th century, and the Italian Renaissance, 14th to 17th century, apart from the green, that is. So they are similar to, some of them are similar to yellow ochre, burnt sienna and burnt umber, which you'll have probably seen on paint pots. And as the colours dry, they become more dissimilar and it makes it easier to see. So here goes, I'm going to have a little paint. Here we go, I'm just going to have a small piece. I've got my tiny little water pot here. And let's try the turmeric because, as I said, I really love the colour. I've kind of made it into a little bit more of a paste, and then it's a bit thicker underneath. Polish should work. So I'm just going to do that, and it is just, I love this colour. I use it in inks and paint and everything. There we go, and I use it in my food too. So, yes. We have a little yellow. Let's get rid of that. And what else? I'll try the chili. It's definitely more of a reddish brown. And you will see these much more as they dry. So don't worry as you're painting. I think I'm just going to do the stripes just to see the differences. Oh yes, let's do the wild garlic and have a look at this green, isn't it? So they could be fields, I think, today. So we've got the crops growing. There we go. I have done a painting with spices. It smells quite lovely in this room, by the way. So I'll just put this aside to dry. Whoops, not knock over the water. And I'll show you a few I did earlier. So there's another, just a basic, just stripes. And I've used all the different colours. Some of them kind of mixed together very slightly, but you can see, so this one's the cinnamon, I think, and there's your paprika and the chili. It's quite a difference when you see them dried off. So there's that one. I've got a little hill here and a sunset. And what I think I'm going to do is when they're fully dried, I'm going to go back in with a pen and draw over them. So I now have my little tree in sunshine because it's solstice today. So happy solstice, everyone. So that's all for this artistic playtime. Hope you enjoy, experiment and have fun. Bye for now.